Hey, what's up? This is my first video, and I decided today that I was going to try to um, take hold of my future. Um, I have had the same job for the last 10, 11 years, um, and it's been a little difficult for the last 3 years of those 11 years. I've been trying to get to the next level, looking for that next promotion and trying to relocate, trying to do different things for myself, and it hasn't always been that easy. Um, so I kind of looked within myself and tried to see if there's something else that I could be doing with one of my talents. And one of the things that I've always been told that I'm good at doing is writing. I've been writing since I was about 9, 10 years old. Um, I've always had a very vivid imagination um, as far as like creating storylines and characters and developing characters and stuff like that. And over the years, I've written different books, and I've never completed them because I kind of got bored with whatever it was that I was doing. And then last August, I actually started to write a book about my life. And I wrote it in a month, and which was surprising that I was able to do that. But I wrote it in a month, and then I took about 2 months off to just, hang out and do things and date and all the, things that you do when you're single. Um, and then I went back when I was done with all that stuff and decided to proofread it and to check it out and see if I was still feeling it. And I actually am still feeling it. And now I'm in the process of typing up my final copy. It's been a very challenging last 6 months because it's one of those things that I don't know where this is gonna go, but I'm just hoping and praying that my voice gets out there and that I'm able to tell a story that I feel needs to be told. Um, I feel like I have had a very unique type of upbringing. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up way before, YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that I was curious about in life that I wasn't able to just find out about right away. Um, and my life, in a nutshell, has been a very, very difficult one. Not to say that I'm special because of it, but I just feel like all of the odds have been against me, and the fact that I'm supposed to be turning 33 years old in about 2 weeks is just, it's a testament to me that I'm a survivor. And I want to become that voice to let people know that you can get through things in life, and you can make it as long as you have the right people around you, and you have the drive, and you have faith, and you believe. And just to give you a little background about me, my father went to prison when I was 6 years old, and he was there for about 10 years. I had a stepfather, and he was in my life, I was told, since I was like 7 months old. Um, and my stepfather was an alcoholic, and he also was abusive. He began verbally, physically, and mentally abusing me when I was 9 years old. And around that time as well, the kids at school began to tease me because they thought that I was gay. So I would go to school and get teased every day, 5 days a week. And then I would go home and I would be abused and ridiculed, and black and blue eyes and forks pressed into my forehead and threatened with guns and butcher knives. And it was a very difficult childhood. And I had a lot of self-esteem issues, um, and I wasn't allowed to grow like a child is supposed to grow. I spent many years constantly, um, looking at myself and watching everything I did, making sure that that was, as masculine as can be, and trying to be cool with everyone and being everyone's friend and not getting picked on. And it was a lot. It was a lot of stress. And I ended up moving to New York, um, where I thought I was in love with someone, met someone, everything. And the thing about it is I don't think that he realizes how important that he was to me, as far as like me needing someone to believe in me and to love me and to care for me and stuff like that. And I spent about a good 6 to 8 years chasing an impossible dream with him. And after that, there were countless others that I fell in love with for all the wrong reasons, and it's a mess. It's a mess, but it's a mess that I got through. And what I ended up doing is, I took the pain and the frustration and the memories, and I put it into a novel. Um, because I have met a lot of people over the years, and I have told them my story, and I've impacted so many people: gay, straight, old, young, male, female. Because there's so many different stories and different things that I have gone through, um, and I have told that I've been able to impact someone else's life. And I kind of feel like, I'm a little jealous of some of the people that grow up today, because of the fact that, you guys have it really easy to a certain degree. I know that there's still bullying going on, and I know that it seems like it's worse than what I was going through, but I mean, kids can be on Facebook and they can find groups of people that are just like them, that they can talk to. And you can go on YouTube and you can basically find anyone who's just like you, and there's reality TV, and anyone can relate to just practically anyone now. There's drag queen shows, and there's, love and hip hop, and there's so many different things going on that I didn't have, when I was growing up. And I there are times when I wish I had those things. Um, I had to go the traditional route, as far as like going to bars and clubs and hanging out, in the village in New York City, and it was much different than what goes on now. Um, but there are a lot of people who went through what I went through growing up. I've met a lot of people who ended up getting married and had kids, and they you know found themselves 5, 10 years later in their marriages, and they're like, this is not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to, you know, be with a man and not do this. And now they have to start their lives all over again. And they have a wife and kids, that are part of their situation. And it's something that I never saw myself doing. I never saw myself doing that road so that I could conform to society, or in what my family wanted and what my friends, needed to see from me. But it's still painful, to have to go through something, and still know that this is not what you're supposed to be doing. And I realized, looking at my past experiences, that everything that I was doing had a purpose. And the people that I met, and the memories that I've made, and the people that I've loved and lost, and it happened because I needed to find myself. So basically with this book, I um, have finally been able to look at myself and look at the past and look at what I've done and where I am now, and it's been an amazing journey, I have to say. There's a lot of dark moments, and there's a lot of times when I'm like looking back and I'm like, I don't understand how I could have been so stupid, but everyone's been like that. Everyone's loved someone they shouldn't have loved before. Everyone has stuck around longer than they should have. Everyone has been afraid to love that person who makes it so much easier than the last person who made it difficult, you know? And there's always that one person that you realize later on, like, that was who I was supposed to be with. That was who I was supposed to make a relationship with. And this book has been very therapeutic for me. Very therapeutic. And I want my book to come out this year, 2012. I feel like it has to. I feel like it's a talent of mine that I want to show the world, and I just don't know how to get there yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna self-publish it or if I'm gonna try to get a main publishing house to do it. Um, I've reached out to Ellen DeGeneres, I've reached out to Rosie O'Donnell and Wendy Williams, and I've shared my story, and I don't know if I will ever get, a response back. But with everything that's going on with bullying and self-esteem issues and just the way that the world is today, everyone needs someone to believe in, and everyone needs to hear that story that's going to say, wow, if he got through it and if she got through it, then I can do it too. And I have spent the last 6 months listening to stories from Mary J. Blige and Ricky Martin and AJ Johnson, and just the stuff that they've gone through, and I've been able to relate because I'm like, I've been there. I've had to go through my share of stuff that I didn't even know if I was going to ever make it. And I want to be given that opportunity to tell the world my story. And so this is my first video, and my first chance at hopefully trying to do that. And I guess I'll see with the feedback if there is any, whether or not there'll be more. But I'm still Twittering now and Facebooking and keeping my friends abreast of what's going on, so hopefully the world will see more of me.